What's going on, y'all? This is the Battle Blaster coming at you. I just was thinking about something, and I wanted to come on and just talk to y'all real quick, because I know I ain't got much time on this phone, so I'm just gonna try to make it short and sweet and just get to the point. But what I want to talk to you is about entertainment and how, as black people, we shouldn't get involved in too much entertainment, but at the same time, we need to cultivate our own narratives. Now, just real quick, Tyler Perry has his own studios he's building, or he built, whatever the case may be. I don't know if it's finished or not, or he's still building it or whatever. But the point is, a lot of these black, and if some of y'all listen to me, a lot of you black actors and actresses should participate in helping him to build his studio and be able to give in your input with him. And he should be man enough to take your input and use it properly. As black people, we sit back and we allow ourselves to be used by Hollywood, because we don't run shit in Hollywood. And what I mean about we allow to be used by people in Hollywood, all right, our movies, black movies, don't get seen like that. I don't think about not getting seen. It just doesn't get made like that. Because we live in this world where, as a white person, your face is always up front. They make stars to who they want to make stars. There is a lot of mediocre, no offense to white people, but there's a lot of mediocre whites. There's a lot of mediocre Asians. There's a lot of mediocre Arabs, or whatever the case may be, groups out there. I'm not saying all of us, even got mediocre black folks. But the point is, you have a lot of mediocre folks that the white Hollywood props up because they got skin color or they look a certain way, or whatever the case may be. And as black people, we should be making our own shit. We should have our own ways of devising, our own devices that makes us look good. We can't keep allowing people to keep controlling our images. When you look at things all over the world, don't get me wrong, we are very influential around the world, but far as us being great or showing our greatness or showing how we really do live in life, because a lot of us don't live out in the streets like on The Wire. That's a low level thinking. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't live like that. And then some of us may live in that area, but we don't live like that. See, the point about us, we think that's keeping it real by showing the gritty part of the world and saying black people are the underclass and we're doing all the crime. That's bullshit, because there's other people who do crimes as well. And they're looked upon as more respectable than us. So the thing is, what I'm saying is about entertainment is we should never take it seriously, but we need to control the narrative of how we are shown. All the black billionaires and whatever ones we got, millionaires, and these black stars and music stars, what you should be doing, y'all guys should be coming together, sitting down at the table saying, you know what, we don't need these bastards no more. We don't need to be taking it up the anus no more. You know what I mean? We don't need to be swallowing dicks and licking asses no more. You know what I mean? What we should be doing is coming together, null and voiding our contracts, finding our own cable channels, finding our own movie companies, you know what I mean? Branching out and doing the work to show our movies over across seas, because the world wants to see what we really like. They really do. They don't want to. You know, I had a guy from. He was from like Poland or Czech, around that area. And I remember he said, you know, when I first came here, he said, I thought the black people were all on the corners, break dancing, selling drugs. You know, he had this mindset that we were just doing nothing on a corner, selling drugs, being drug addicts, and whatever the case may be. This was just us. This is the life we were living. You know what I mean? We were the bottom of the barrel. He said, but when I got here, he said, my mind wasn't changed quickly. He said, but over time, I saw that what was shown to me is not necessarily true. He said, was there people out there in the street selling drugs? He said, yeah, I've seen that. He said, but I've seen a lot of black people that was very, how did he say it? He said we were very, damn, I forgot the word, how he said it. But in other words, he was saying, like, you know, we work hard. We go to work every day. A lot of us are fathers in our homes and stuff like that. But, you know, he was talking about that, and he was just being honest. He said the women out there ain't selling their ass and all this shit, whatever. But, he spoke to me, and he was really cool, laid back and everything. And me and him became real good friends, and we're still friends to this day. You know, but he said that the way that we are seen across the world, that, you know, we should be more influential in our real lives, showing our real lives, showing that we are business owners. We're this, we're that, we this, we're that. Because not all of us own businesses, but there are some that do own businesses. Some own high-stake businesses. But nevertheless, we should be seen as the people that we really are, instead of the people that they're showing us. That's why when you look at TV and all that shit, you look at these commercials, you see these people talking about like HIV medicines or getting tested for certain diseases. You always see in us as homosexuals. Not all black people are homosexuals. They might show one white group, but they would show, one white couple, but they'll show like 2 or 3 black couples. They'll show, and some of the 2 or 3 black couples, either 2 of them are gay, or the one is gay and one is straight. The point is, we're shown in such a bad manner because they control the images that they can put out there to the world. Now, what I say is what I'm saying, and I'm just saying this. Everybody should be putting money to Tyler Perry's movie studio and having a stake in it. And if it doesn't work out where Tyler doesn't want to have people put their stakes into it and saying this is what we should be doing, and we should be doing this, and we should be doing this, and we should be doing that, and this is how we're going to get our cable networks off the ground, and our movie companies off the ground, then, you can step aside, because then you know that he's in it for just himself. But we should be more acceptable to sit down enough and say, okay, good, enough is enough. This is what we're going to do. and we're going to go into as together, and we're going to create our own images, our own things. In this world, we need that. This would leads me also segue me into the Cat Williams situation. I heard something on YouTube this morning, and it was about a lady was talking about how it was a white woman. She said something about we need to not lose focus on what's going on, because why is it that every time you turn on like YouTube or TikTok and stuff like that, you know, you see the Cat Williams thing? She said something's going on. They want us to be they want us to be more concentrated on that. Now, mind you, I've said that to a friend of mine. I said, and I even talked about that in my last piece at the end. It's like a magician. Again, they put this out here to us while we up here looking at that shit, and we're constantly concentrating on entertainment, which, like I told you, it's nice to have it, but it's not nice to live in it. We have to understand that's something he's talking about. We should just look at it as such and keep it moving. But I've seen black people tell this woman stay in her lane and this, that, and the other. And I'm going to hear a lot of people going to say, you know what, they're right. She should stay in her lane. Let me tell you something. Regardless of her staying in her lane or not, the point is, we, as black people, we allow entertainment to rule us. We don't know how to separate the one from the two. We like gossip a lot. We like a bunch of gossiping bitches. You know what I mean? This is what, well, yeah, but you don't understand. It's all about... No, let it go. Let it go. Get rid of it, dude. Walk away from it. Walk away. People are so hell-bent on what the hell is going on in Hollywood that we actually try to emulate ourselves to be like Hollywood. We want to be Cat Williams. We want to live the life. I'm not going to say we want to be them, but we want to live the life of Cat Williams. We want to live the life of Shannon Sharp. We want to live the life of Beyonce. We want to live the life of Lil Rel or whoever the hell it is. You know what I mean? That we, you know, whoever starred is Big Star or Taraji P. Henson, whoever. We want to live their lives. So we'll do anything to live like them on Kool-Aid money. We don't have their money. And for the people who got something, they will willingly go broke in order to live like these individuals, and then sit back and say, you know, I'm bossing up. We've lost something. Ever since we integrated with the United States of America as black people, we integrated into white society. We have lost a lot of shit. We think everything is fair until it's not fair. Then we get upset, start crying and wailing and shit. We have to actually have to say, okay, it's either this or it's either that. You understand? It is either this or it's either that. Either we're going to live our lives properly, building things, moving forward, helping each other to move into a better tomorrow, or we're going to keep on track to destruction. We can't let what Cat Williams or anybody say divert us from what's going on around us, because the more we start saying, hey, look, they talking about this, they talking about that, we get so wrapped up into the gossip, the nonsense. that we build our lives around it, but we're not paying attention to what these people outside of us is doing to us, because they about to drop a boom on us soon. And then we're going to be sitting up there looking all stupid talking about, well, I remember when we was worried about Cat Williams, or we're going to sit up here and say this is unfair. You doing this to us. No, you see the car crash before it comes. What you do, you move out the goddamn way, or you stop your car and you move over, let the other person beside you crash into that person. We can't constantly keep getting in car crashes. Because one day we're not going to be able to walk away from that car crash. Like I said, entertainment's fine. But when you have people who are messy, who are sitting out here talking about everything that they claim or they went through, that's their business. This is why I look at entertainment as we should never focus on other people's lives when we live in our own lives. I've always said this: the best fucking TV drama, the best movie, the best TV show is a regular person's life. And that's the truth. Because you know why? We're more interesting in life than we are on television. But instead we use that as an escapism, an escape route. So just something for y'all guys to think about. Maybe I'm leaving something out. Maybe I'm not. But something that maybe y'all guys can think about, because we have to keep ourselves 10 toes down. We gotta stay on point. We gotta keep our heads on a swivel. We gotta do it all, man, because this world is not fair to us. This especially this country, and you know, I say the world because the whole world is wrapped in white supremacy. But this country definitely ain't got no love for us. So the best way for us to make it, if you want to make it and make it big for yourself and do something worthy for your people, take care of your own. Get out of the businesses of these white executives in Hollywood, and this way you don't owe them nothing. So when you want to speak out against certain things that's happening in this country, you don't have to worry about them snatching something away from you, because they ain't gonna be able to, because you own it. I don't need y'all. I got my own production company. I got my own movie company. We put out 20 new films a year. We don't need you. We making billions. We don't need you. But instead, the more we keep doing what we're doing, the more we're going to keep on these sons of bitches. And the more they'll be able to control us, because that's all they do. They control us. That's why we don't speak out on certain things. We sit back and say, what about such and such? Well, you know, the other group, I feel sorry for the group who's doing all the killing, because they didn't have to do all the killing. They got stuck on fires. When you can sit down and say, you know, them people over there, they doing this and they doing that, and they wrong for it. And I'm standing 10 toes down on what I say. What do you think about what these people... Shut the fuck up and get out of my fucking face. But when you're tied down to a group of people because you got to count on them for your daily bread, come on, man. You ain't gonna never be free. You ain't gonna never be able to voice your opinion when you see something wrong going on. And that's word. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here. Let me go back to work. This is the Battle Blast. I say peace. Out.